Do you fancy being the next Alex Ferguson? Do you want to lead a team of sporting professionals to international glory? Do you want that immense feeling of satisfaction as one of your best athletes breaks a world record in an Olympic final? Well then, you should probably consider a career as a professional sports coach. Kicking and passing in football, throwing and catching in cricket and baseball, diving, turning and finishing in swimming, tackling and passing in rugby, and making that basket in basketball. Learning, practicing and mastering the basic skills of sport is one of the foundations of coaching and sports performance. However, just learning a sports skill is only the first step in the process. Athletes do not fail because their skill level is poor. They fail because their ability to perform under the pressure of competition is poor, and that's a coaching issue. This is the juncture where your sports coach steps in and saves the day. As a sports coach, your primary job will be to provide expert training for athletes. You'll be assisting their skills development and ensuring that peak performance is achieved in crucial times, such as competitions, tournaments, matches, trials, and qualifying events. So, how do you become a sports coach? An academic background in a sport-related discipline can be helpful, although in order to work as a coach, you'll need to complete a professional coaching certification in your chosen sport. Coaches that work in high schools are usually teachers, therefore they must have all the qualifications for that occupation, including having a bachelor's degree. Degree programs specifically related to coaching include exercise and sports science, physiology, kinesiology, nutrition and fitness, physical education, and sports medicine. Most employers expect those that they hire to have participated in the sport that they want to coach. High school coaches, particularly those who want to work in public schools, usually need to be certified. This typically requires training in CPR and first aid, and sometimes in sports safety and coaching fundamentals as well. Some private schools do not require certification. In order to maintain a competitive edge, many coaches will take on additional training courses and skills development programs. To be a truly successful sports coach, you need to immerse yourself in the sport and keep up to date on all the latest developments and innovative training techniques. As you progress, you may develop a roster of various athletes who you will coach individually. You may also be offered new coaching jobs with bigger and better teams as your reputation improves. Some sports coaches eventually move into roles that focus on sports policy development and sports administration. Be ready for crazy work schedules. A sports coach's job does not involve your typical 9-to-5 Monday to Friday routine. Early starts are the norm during playing season, with training sessions usually beginning between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. Additional training sessions are likely to take place in the evenings between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. Matches and competitions are often scheduled in the evenings and on weekends when maximum crowds are expected. Travelling for away matches or competitions is also a frequent occurrence during playing season. Some coaches may even have to travel internationally for major events and tournaments. So what does it take to make a great sports coach? Sports coaches may be the voices in the field and the strategists in the locker room, but their influence runs far deeper. Coaches play a variety of roles for their athletes, from parent figures to life mentors. The success of accomplished coaches is earned through hard work and ceaseless education for those who are willing to commit themselves. There are skills that coaches can develop and utilise in order to grow from a competent coach into a highly successful one. To coach includes building relationships through genuine communication. Coaches who truly connect with their athletes will make further progress than by barking instructions. As a skill, organisation is critical if a coach wants to achieve success. Planning and organisation keep the athletes engaged. Without a plan, athletes will lose motivation or sight of the goal, and progress will be challenging. Coaches must see beyond the physical and perceive beyond the basics. They must observe details and find ways to push their athletes past their limits. Successful coaches stay vigilant, aware, and comprehend their athletes' spoken and unspoken needs. Finally, the biggest leap towards success taken by coaches is finding unique ways to invigorate and energise their athletes. Through never-ending education and commitment, coaches eventually find their own distinctive strategies for success. Now, let's take a quick peek at what the pay and the perks are like. Your salary will vary depending on your reputation, your years of experience, your expertise, and the budget of your employer. Some coaches also receive huge bonuses depending on the number of competitions won, promotions to a higher league, or the acquisition of prize money. Corporate sponsorship and product endorsements are also offered to coaches with international reputation and popularity in the public domain. As a sports coach, you will probably find employment in sports clubs, government agencies, holiday resorts, swimming centres and health clubs, and educational institutions. You could also be self-employed in a sports centre that you own. Many sports coaches also work on a voluntary basis. Bright future prospects? Yes. Employment of coaches is expected to grow 13% from 2019 to 2029, faster than the average of all occupations. Rising popularity of high school and college sports should also increase the demand of coaches. Coaches in women's sports may have more job opportunities due to a growing number of participants and leagues. So, if you have a deep passion for sports, this could be an exciting and fulfilling career prospect for you. But be ready to throw in a bit of hard work, perseverance, a lot of focus, and of course, stamina. If being a sports coach is not for you, explore other careers here.